Let's crack open a huge operational problem, the kind that quietly siphons millions of dollars from a company's bottom line. It's a really complex logistics puzzle, and today we're going to look at a super high-tech solution that was designed to solve it. So here's a question for you. How do you lose a fortune by, well, literally just standing still? And no, this isn't a riddle. It is a very real and very expensive problem that happens every single day when the arteries of industry get clogged up. It leads to these massive fines called demurrage fees, which are basically penalties for delays. And this is what standing still looks like in cold, hard cash. 88.59 crore rupees. That's over 10 million US dollars, paid in 1 year. Not for goods, not for services, but in fines, for just waiting around. That's the real cost of standing still.
And look, this isn't just a one-time thing, a fluke. The numbers show these fines are actually going up year after year. This isn't just a line item on a budget, it's a growing financial problem caused by pure inefficiency. You could say, this is the villain of our story.
Okay, so you've got a multi-million-dollar problem on your hands. What do? You build a smarter solution. So let's take a look at the blueprint, the master plan to get back those lost profits and win back that efficiency. And here it is. This is our high-tech hero, a smart logistics system. Now, this isn't just another piece of software. Think of it like an automated, data-driven brain built to do 3 things incredibly well: predict the future, find the absolute perfect path, and get things moving without wasting a single second. Now, the power of a system like this really comes from all the information it can consume. It's not just looking at past orders. No, it's weighing the costs of freight versus penalties. It's looking at customer deadlines, checking for any potential rebate routes, and it's even analyzing the news for things that might mess up the supply chain. It sees the entire board all at once.
So this is the engine under the hood. The Surima algorithm, that's the fortune teller. It's amazing at spotting seasonal patterns in sales data to predict future demand. Then you have MILP and genetic algorithms. These are the master strategists, sifting through millions of options to find the single most efficient route. And Hugging Face Transformers, well, that's the intelligence agent. It's a type of AI that can actually understand language, letting it read news reports and flag potential problems ahead of time. So we've met the hero, and we've seen its superpowers. Now let's actually see how it executes the plan, step by step, from a simple forecast all the way to a fully dispatched shipment. The whole operation really boils down to these 4 stages: forecast, plan, decide, and dispatch. It's a beautifully simple flow, but don't let that fool you. It hides a massive amount of complexity, all handled by the system, automatically.
It all kicks off right here with forecasting. Using that AI we just talked about, the system dives into historical sales, looks at the current orders, and scans for those external factors in the news. The goal isn't just to guess what's needed, but to know with a really high degree of certainty, so you have the right product ready at exactly the right time. Next up, a critical decision. Do we go by rail or by road? This is where a system like this really shines, because it's a constant trade-off. Rail is way cheaper for big, bulky shipments, but road is faster and gives you much more flexible routes. The system just instantly calculates the best choice for every single shipment, based on all those factors: cost, urgency, and distance.
Okay, so once the mode of transport is locked in, the system gets down to the nitty-gritty of planning and dispatch. It figures out the most efficient way to load up the train cars, which are grouped into what's called rakes, and then it creates this perfect schedule. And what's really cool is it even finds special rebate routes to save even more money. It literally misses nothing.
We've seen the problem, we've seen the plan, and we've seen the execution. So what's the bottom line? What's the ultimate payoff here? Let's measure the success of this whole operation. And here it is. The number 1 goal is to minimize those delays we talked about right at the start, which directly slashes those insane demurrage fees. This is how you reclaim that 88.59 crore. But it's about so much more than just saving money on fines. Optimizing your logistics creates this amazing ripple effect. It boosts your overall efficiency, it lowers production costs because you avoid those last-minute scrambles, customers see you as more reliable, and you actually increase the total amount of stuff you can move. The whole business just gets healthier. Of course, the real world is always messy, right? What about things like clunky booking systems or totally unpredictable rail traffic? Well, the system is designed for that. To make booking easier, it just embeds the railway's own website right into the interface. Easy. And to handle traffic, it's constantly analyzing schedules to see bottlenecks coming and just adjust the plan on the fly. So we've basically cracked the logistics code, and it leaves us with one last, pretty fascinating question. If a smart, data-driven system can solve this invisible, multi-million-dollar problem, what other hidden inefficiencies are out there in pretty much every industry, just waiting for the right code to come along and crack them wide open?